Hello, Internet. It is I, Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today we're going to be talking about Easter Sunday, which is coming out in August. Uh, I'm still not going to get over that. But anywho, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons, so let's get to it. Pros! Oh, this is a struggle. Well, I guess the easy pro is that competition, there really isn't like any direct competition or just competition in general besides Bullet Train, which is also coming out this weekend. I mean, every other movie that's out right now has been out for a long ass time. We're talking weeks, we're talking months in the case of Top Gun Maverick. So, yeah, you consider all those movies as old news besides Bullet Train. So, won't have to deal with any of that. And when it comes to competition coming up, August is sad. I mean, next week is pretty dead. I know there's three movies coming out, but I don't expect any of them to do all that great. The 19th is a little better. You got like Beast, which could be a sleeper. Dragon Ball Super Superhero will probably have a good opening weekend before it dies. And then at the end, there's like The Invitation. It's sad. So it's competition is mostly a non-issue, so I would consider that to be a pro. Ooh, I can't think of anything else. I'm struggling so hard to think. I got nothing. So cons. Okay, so the main guy here, Jo Koy. Some of you are gonna be mad at me about this, but I don't know who the fuck he is. I have no clue. I've never heard of this man before this movie came out. I'm sure he has fans, but like I'm clearly not seeing them support this movie. Judging by the box office right now. And when it comes to like he's a stand-up comedian. Like I'm not really big into like the stand-up comedians and all that. I mean, I know a few. Like I'm not like completely you know, ignorant to it. I know Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, freaking Amy Schumer. Like I know them, but I have no idea who like Jo Koy is. Never heard of him. So and I can't imagine it's gonna be a massive draw. So yeah, that's a con. Like he's not a draw at all, which is a problem because the movie is mostly about him. So, hmm. So that's a con. Another con is reviews are not good. They're like at 41%, which like again isn't the worst, but it's not exactly a score that'll make you go, "Oh yeah, I got to see that." And like at least Bullet Train, even though it also has somewhat lackluster reviews, at least that movie looks cool. It has cool ass action. Like Easter Sunday doesn't have that. It's like very it doesn't feel theatrical in the slightest. It's basically just it says here a man returns home for an Easter celebration with his riotous, bickering, eating, drinking, laughing, loving family in this love letter to his Filipino American community. Like it's very low stakes, low everything. Like it's not something you really want to pay to see. So like yeah, like the reviews are not good, and just the fact that this movie feels like a real non-event, that's two cons. So that we're up to three now. Another con is the obviously Bullet Train's coming out this weekend. That's getting all the attention, and this is just getting nothing. So Bullet Train getting is getting all the attention. That's obviously a con for this movie. So we're four now. Another con I can think of is that comedies they haven't been doing the greatest. I mean, we've had some hits recently. I know we've had Jackass Forever and The Lost City, and I guess Bullet Train to an extent. But besides those, like, what do we really have? Really, like, well, I guess there's Minions too. That counts. I guess Sonic 2 counts too, and Bad Guys. We're just counting all the family movie comedies out there. which really tells you how, you know, just how few live action comedies, like just straight up comedies, no action, no animation involved, none of that, just a straight up comedy. There's very few that have done well in recent years, and I don't expect this to change anything. So, yeah, being involved with a genre that hasn't been doing too hot in the last few years, yeah, that's a con. That's a con in my book. um, what else? I guess this Thursday preview numbers are really not good. Made like 500,000, which, like, oof. I mean, I know Paws of Fury made like the same amount roughly a couple weeks ago, so that's really not a good sign. I mean, I'm not expecting this movie to be like massively front loaded, but this is still not good. But granted, this is the type of genre where you don't see like a big Thursday preview number anyway. But still, these are like super low, and they don't bode well for this movie's opening weekend. So bad preview numbers, con. And I think that's, well, I guess I can mention Universal's track record this year. It started out really terrible. You had the 355, Redeeming Love, Marry Me, all flop. Then you got, what else? Well, Northman, which was part of like their focus features department, that bombed. Well, tragically, Firestarter bombed, which was definitely deserved. But I mean, they've had hits. Bad Guys, Jurassic World Dominion, Black Phone, Nope, all did well. I don't think this is gonna match. I don't think this is gonna be put in the win column like at all. So, Universal's like very mixed bag of a year. I would consider that to be a con. So now it's time for the actual prediction. So opening weekend, uh, um, I'm going to say, judging by this preview number, they'll probably open between like 5 to 10 million. I'm gonna deplete that a little bit. 5 to 7 million opening weekend. That's where I see it, and it's total maybe 20 if it's lucky. So I'm gonna stick with that. So yeah, not a hit, not at all. So yeah, and I still, why, I'm never gonna get over it. A movie called Easter Sunday in August. It's like releasing a Christmas movie in October, which has happened before with like freaking, what was it? Surviving Christmas, like 2004, of like Ben Affleck. This was like during the dark age of his career, with like Daredevil and G leads. Bad. So yeah, it didn't work out for that movie. So why would it work out for? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I guess it just wasn't ready for April, but come on. Just come on. But yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm not talking about this movie anymore, at least not until my August recap. And then that's it for the weekend. Yeah. So next week, 3 movies. None of them are gonna do well. Well, Bodies has the best chance. But besides that, it's just sad, depressing. Like, the box office depression begins next week, and it's gonna continue until October, when like Halloween ends, Black Adam come out. That's when things are gonna turn around. But like starting next week, that's gonna be like the fall of the box office. So, ugh, not looking forward to that. But stay tuned for these 3 movies I'm gonna be covering next week. So yeah. Anywho, yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage for all previous prediction videos I made this year. When it comes to like Universal movies, I pretty much covered all like the major ones, even like the focus feature ones, as long as they're wide releases. Cover them all. So if you want to watch any of my prediction videos on those, you can go right ahead. There was also the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. I believe I covered Easter Sunday once. maybe. Yeah, covered it once. It was like way back in. It was either January or February. I don't remember, but it was episode 105. So I talked about that. So you want to watch that cancel episode or any others? There's 146 now, so you got plenty to choose from. So I suggest you binge it all from beginning to now. Highly encourage it. Go do it. There's also a box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. Um, just did July recap like 2 days ago, so go watch that. And for my August recap, that'll come out after Labor Day weekend, so stay tuned for that. And also, doing my summer recap video. That'll be a two-parter, winners and losers. So you want to, stay tuned for those videos too. But those will come out after the August recap. So stay tuned for all that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I've done on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.